Hi there, I'm Justine Touye.
I'm Gabriel Touye.
And we're here just to tell you a little bit about Ignite Network's fall retreat.
Yeah, so about a year ago, we had moved to a new area and just didn't know a whole lot of people. And I met an acquaintance who told me about this fellow named Dan, and he was part of a network called Ignite. And that's really all I knew. And then he said there's going to be a retreat. For some reason, I felt like it was something we should go to. And we were at that time in our ministry just sort of wondering, what to do next. We knew we had to take a minute to slow down and step back. And it was the first time in a few months that I really felt like God was saying, do this. So we just felt like we're going to be obedient to the Holy Spirit, and we're going to go to this fall retreat that we knew nothing about. But here we go. We showed up in November of 2022. And what'd you think?
Well, first of all, when you arrive at the retreat, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous background that you're in the mountains of Tennessee. You're in the middle of the forest. The retreat center is beautiful. And right away, as soon as we got into the meeting, we just felt extremely welcome. And we went right into the half day of prayer when we got there, which was one of my favorite parts of the retreat.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I didn't know what to expect, if we were underdressed or overdressed. And what it became very clear to me, it wasn't matter how you dressed. It was mattered how Jesus was represented in the room. There were so many different walks of, I would say, denominations or theologies, but really Jesus and how he handled his ministry was the focal point. And so we had an amazing time getting to know the leadership and getting to know others who were, frankly, a lot like us, just trying to grow and to understand further what they're going to do in ministry.
Yes, and how they would begin to implement a discipleship model in whatever ministry that they're coming from. Before we moved to Tennessee, we were really feeling like the Lord was putting something on our hearts, but we didn't really feel like we had community in that. We very much felt like kind of outsiders. Turns out that our people, if you will, were at the Ignite Network, and Dan just does such an amazing job of creating these resources that can be applied to whatever ministry that you're a part of. Wonderful prompts, wonderful questions, just wonderful models of how to better reach people with the gospel. So the community that we got to meet there, and then leaving there, being able to maintain relationships and end up getting a mentor through the Ignite Network, it was really just exactly what we had been praying for.
Oh, totally. Like for me, when we had taken a pause, when we had first moved up to this state, we really didn't know exactly what we were going to do. We had put a question mark on our relationship with the American church, and like, is this truly how we want to do ministry? And I felt like we were missing the language to how we should move forward. And just like maybe a child, when they're struggling or they're frustrated, they might not know the words to say, and so they're having an issue bringing that forward. I felt like in our ministry, I wasn't knowing exactly what to say and how to say it. And the Ignite Network just resonated so well with the words that they applied to just Christ-centered ministry that really said, yes, for me, this is a connection that I want to resonate with. This is the gospel from what I read in the Bible. And I want to apply that to my life, and I want to apply that to our community and our ministry. So what do you think, babe? Do you think we should invite people to the retreat?
Absolutely. If you feel led in any way to come to this retreat, I definitely say sign up, prioritize it, go see what Holy Spirit has for you there.
Yeah, I agree. It is an amazing opportunity to grow. It's an amazing opportunity to meet leaders that will come alongside you, support you, and also just a community that will be there to sharpen you as you move forward in your ministry. So come check out Ignite Network's Fall Retreat 2023. We'll see you there.
See you there.